Julia Louis-Dreyfus and David Duchovny on You People, joining the MCU, and Quentin Tarantino. They also discuss delivering cringe, Tim Roth, and Duchovny's upcoming film, Bucky F*** King Dent. In Kenya Barris' Black-ish feature directorial debut, You People, Jonah Hill, who co-wrote for the film, plays Ezra Cohen, a man desperate for love. When Ezra accidentally mistakes Amira Muhammad, played by Lauren London, for his Uber driver, the two laugh off the meet cute and find that they really are falling for one another. In typical rom-com fashion, they have a happy, healthy relationship that Ezra is excited to take to the next level, but this means they'll have to meet each other's families. In a new take on the romantic comedy, You People addresses a number of important topics such as cultural and generational differences, and societal expectations that threaten the couple's bond. Featuring an all-star cast, Ezra and Amira must appeal to each other's families for their respect and blessing, and it isn't going to be easy. In addition to Hill and London, the cast includes Eddie Murphy and Nia Long as Amira's skeptical parents, and Julia Louis-Dreyfus and David Duchovny who portray Ezra's well-meaning, but painfully awkward parents, Shelley and Arnold. It's clear they're making attempts to make Amira feel welcome, but in doing so they simply make things uncomfortable. When they meet Akbar, played by Murphy, and his wife Fatima Long, tensions really begin to rise. In their interview with Collider's Steve Weintraub, ahead of You People's Netflix premiere, Louis-Dreyfus and Duchovny discussed the film and tons more. They share what it was like delivering cringe-inducing lines, how they knew when they were hitting the comedy bullseye, and how staying true to their characters' intentions helped capture the satire. Louis-Dreyfus also discusses joining the MCU as Valentina Allegra de Fontaine, and Duchovny reveals details about his audition for Quentin Tarantino and talks about his upcoming film Bucky F*** King Dent. You can watch the interview in the video above, or read the full transcript below. Collider. For people that have actually never seen anything you've done, which is like two people on the internet, what is the first thing you'd like them watching and why? David Duchovny. You People? Julia Louis-Dreyfus laughs. Yeah. You People. Duchovny. Gosh. No clue. Louis-Dreyfus. I had a role as, essentially, an extra in Hannah and Her Sisters. Duchovny. You did? Louis-Dreyfus. So they could watch that and see if they could spot me just for. It's kind of like a Where's Waldo experience. Duchovny. What year is that? Louis-Dreyfus. 1982. I want to say 82 or 83. Duchovny. Oh. Really? Wow. Well, similarly, I have an extra role in Working Girl with Harrison Ford and Sigourney Weaver, and Melanie Griffith. I'm in the posse of Melanie Griffith's Staten Island friends. Louis-Dreyfus. Oh. Wow. Duchovny. I jump out of a bathroom, say, and quote, happy birthday, and quote, some good work. Louis-Dreyfus. Okay. That's two good answers for you. Louis-Dreyfus. Oh. Good idea. Don't lie. Duchovny. Well, she was kidding. But she wasn't lying. She was kidding, right? I auditioned for Pulp Fiction and it was. No. Not Pulp Fiction. I auditioned for Reservoir Dogs. That was like in the late 80s. Louis-Dreyfus. Did you get it? Duchovny. Yeah. I'm fantastic in it. Louis-Dreyfus. I'm going to watch that. Duchovny. They did this head replacement of Tim Roth on me. It really pissed me off. I didn't know. I went to the premiere and I was like, and what? Oh, Tim Roth's head is on mine. And what? Louis-Dreyfus. Here's a Tim Roth story. Duchovny. Wait. I want to finish my story. Louis-Dreyfus. Oh. I'm sorry. I thought it was ended. Duchovny. You were hoping. Sir, no. This is quick. Sir, I auditioned for Quentin Tarantino, and this is not an imitation of Quentin, but he's a high-energy guy, and he goes, and what? I really like what you do. I just don't know if I want you to do it in my movie. And what? It was the best rejection I ever got in my life. Louis-Dreyfus. Yeah. Duchovny. Anyway. Louis-Dreyfus. Tim Roth. We were at the Golden Globes back in the 80s, and, oh, no. It wasn't the 80s, sorry, in the 90s, because this was for Seinfeld. We were constantly losing at the Golden Globes, and one particular year, they announced who's the winners. Probably Frasier. I can't really remember. And Tim Roth was at the table. At the Globes. Duchovny. People are drunk. Louis-Dreyfus. Him. And sir, all of a sudden, Tim Roth stands up and he goes, and what? You were fucking robbed. You were fucking robbed, and what? Like that. And I was just looking around. It was just fantastic. Duchovny. I think it is fun. I think you have to be careful that you don't comment on it that way, because you're going to ruin the fun if you're having fun. If you're obviously having fun, or aware of why it's funny. So, you got to stay away from that area of meta or commenting on it. To go back, there was another thing that threw comedian Gary Shandling. He did this whole show when he was young, and Don Rickles came back to see him, and he asked him if he was funny. And Rickles said, and what? Did you feel funny? And what? And I still take that as my thing. Louis-Dreyfus. Oh. Interesting. Duchovny. It's not even about the take. It's like my feeling during the take. If I felt funny, I'm pretty sure it's going to be funny. And I don't even know what I mean by funny, but we all know what we mean. You know what I mean, Louis-Dreyfus. I do. Duchovny. Yeah. Louis-Dreyfus. Yeah. It's when you feel like you got the bullseye up. Duchovny. Yeah.